Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm here with my good friend SSJGoshin4.
Hey guys, back again. What I basically do is review Dragon Ball figures, talk about my Dragon Ball collection, do unboxings, and basically a little bit of everything about Dragon Ball. I also talk about news and whatnot. So if you like Dragon Ball, you would like my channel.
So today basically what we did was we had started watching Perfect Blue, and this was something that I was thinking about for a while because I would always tell her about some of the greater anime movies and different series just because she doesn't always have the same level of exposure that I have, so she really can't reap the same benefits. So I decided to just take today. We were going to watch the hentai and talk about that, but maybe another time. We're talking about Perfect Blue today, and this is one of my favorite movies, so I really was looking forward to sharing it with her. It's a movie by Satoshi Kon, which is also my favorite director.
I didn't really know what to expect. Like, I kind of knew a little bit about it. It's basically about, like, this girl that is a pop idol, and she gets sucked into, like, stressful situations that come about, you know, being this pop idol and what she wants to be, and she's conflicted. But I didn't know how it was going to play out. So after watching it, I was impressed because it really makes you think a lot. It really does. Plays with your mind.
You know, this was something I had reviewed it already. You've probably already seen the review. If not, it's in the description. But I just wanted to take a brief bit and just talk about the movie just for fun. But just watching this movie again, this is probably like my fourth or fifth time, and every time I watch it, that's what's so great about Satoshi Kon's work, is just that you always notice something a little bit different. For me this time, I was mostly focusing on the endings because the first few times I was just going through watching it, and I didn't think too much about the ending. I was really confused by the fact that her manager was trying to kill her for a bit, but now I think I have a greater understanding of it. But what did you think about that stalker guy? Like,
Oh my
he's the
god.
creepiest dude that I've seen in anime, I think. What do
He
you think of him?
is so creepy. I think he's like creepier than Mr. Kimura. I don't know, from Azumanga Daioh. He's the creepy teacher. But
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I remember him. He's like the gym teacher?
Yes. No, he's like a literature kind of teacher, but he's always looking at the girls. But yeah, he's this guy is creepier. He gave me like the chills. Like his face was like deformed-ish. I don't know. And he would like drool and stuff. It was like, so creepy. But
He's fuck ugly.
What do you think of Mima and her identity crisis that she was going through about how Satoshi Kon would actually play with reality, and some of the things you'll see were actually like inside of her mind? What do you think about some of that?
well, I mean, it's kind of cool because it kind of like throws the viewer off too, because you don't even know sometimes what is reality and what isn't. You know, you're kind of confused as well sometimes, but I think that's kind of like the beauty of it because it does make you think. So, yeah, because she's kind of like stuck in her two selves, you know, like in her mind. And we see it like in other people's perspectives, like, you know, like the creepers, the two, and then we see it in hers. And I just love how it like plays out like that because, I don't know. I just really like how it like just plays with your mind.
One of the crazier moments that I just caught on to this time around watching it, I remember we both had a laugh at this, was in this final chase scene with Mima and her manager, where she envisioned her manager to actually be her pop idol self. She jumped from the balcony over to the building, the adjacent building across the alley, and then because her manager was actually, she envisioned her to be the pop idol version of herself, which was a slim girl, but she's kind of this heavy-set woman. She managed to jump that far and just she stuck it. And I don't think that would have happened normally under normal
Maybe like
circumstances.
maybe she felt like she was like, you know, Mima so much that she was like, you know, I'm thin like her, so I can like jump across all these places just like her. I don't know.
That's interesting because it looks like we have a different perspective on the ending. I think that Mima thought that her manager was actually her because she was so caught up in this identity crisis that she had between her pop idol self and her current self. What did you think about the ending? Like, as far as the whole chase scene and the fight at the end with her manager?
You can think about it, yeah, in like in many different ways. When I first saw it, like I was a little like kind of confused because I wasn't sure if like, you know, she was seeing herself or if the manager thought, she was Mima, you know. So that's why it's like it plays with your mind at that point. Like you can like kind of interpret it how you want to.
That
So
is true, and we also were talking about how her manager was an ex-pop idol herself, but her career didn't actually take off, and that was actually one of the things that she was talking about to. I'm not sure the guy's position, but the guy that was hooking her up with all of these like low-level deals just to get her into one of these like into that the crime show where she would do that rape scene. Yeah,
no,
so
and the interesting thing is that like the manager lady like seemed like she was so concerned for her, and in the beginning you would think like she just cares about her, but she just is actually kind of envious of her, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what she wants. She wants her life, She wanted that.
that is true, but I also think she like genuinely cared for her to an extent because I don't know, like I couldn't sit there with somebody and teach them how to use the internet. It's like stuff so basic. But then again, it
That's
is
true.
like the
But people
90s.
are creepy though, so you never know. People are crazy. Like people get obsessed to that point. I'm not even joking that they act normal. It's cool how like the film actually does show how obsessed people can get over these people.
That's actually something that I think Satoshi Kon was aiming for because many of his films are more of like a social commentary. In Japan, whenever you have a pop idol, people are usually so obsessed with them that they think that they have some sort of ownership over them, and if they get a boyfriend or get married or something, people just rage on.
You know the story of Selena? It kind of reminded me of that. Like, you know how she died because her manager was like supposedly her friend, but she murdered her. People think it's because she was maybe envious of her. She felt possessive of her. It kind of reminded me of that.
As a whole, what did you think about the directing of the film and how everything was just put together?
I think it was like beautifully done because you don't know when it is shifting to like
Yeah.
a dream state or like in someone's mind, which is different. Like I don't know, I like that. I like that it doesn't really tell you. It's kind of subtle. It just kind of happens.
It is really subtle. It doesn't so much tell you as it shows you. Like some of the times, we remember we were looking at it, and it's been about a year since I've seen it. But like you'll be inside one of the scenes from the TV show, and you can start to see the screen pixelate, and the camera will just slide out and show that you're actually watching on a TV, and the aspect ratio will be a little bit different. So you know that whatever you're watching is actually on TV. And they'll actually splice a couple of scenes together, like the scene where the creep just walked up on her and then her manager had like slammed the trunk. And we had thought at first, like, you see that. I've seen the movie a few times by now, and you see a scene like that, and it just tricks your mind. And that's what the movie was really good at. Do you think that you could recommend this movie to anybody that has never seen an anime?
I feel like this movie could be for just film lovers in general and not just people that like anime, because it goes into that realm where I feel like a movie lover can just love and appreciate it, because it's like a masterpiece, like a film. It is a film, but like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it goes beyond anime.
Yeah, that's kind of the point that I wanted to make with this, because I just wanted to show her this movie because it's one of my favorites, and it's something that I think anybody can enjoy, whether they just watch a little bit of anime or whether they watch
That's
no
true.
anime at all. So let me know in the comments section, what are some anime that you've shown your friends who didn't really care so much about anime or didn't know about like that many different types of anime series. Let me know about that in the comments section below, and I'll see you next time. Go ahead and check out Goshin if you're interested in DBZ figures, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.